With Dr. Hamel here at Pinnacle Health.
Now, so the name now it's Kingwood Back Pain Relief Chiropractic. We used to be Pinnacle Health for since 2002, but we recently kind of rebranded, so that is our new company, and you'll see it on the sign, you'll see it on the door, but Kingwood Back Pain Relief Chiropractic, that's what we are now.
Okay, I like that more.
Thank you. We do too. Our patients do too. They can figure out kind of a little bit more of like what we do and what happens in here instead of Pinnacle Health and Wellness. So
cool.
Yeah.
Is this being a chiropractor, is it your passion?
Yes, so I've always wanted to help people. So when I went to college, I played professional handball, so I was an athlete, and I wanted to get involved with that somehow. Okay. Personal training or athletic training or something along those lines, like medical doctor, sports doctor. And so that's when I decided to look into chiropractic, and I thought it was kind of the most interesting at the time because it was helping the body in an all natural way. It wasn't medicine, it wasn't surgeries or anything like that. And that's kind of what caught my eye. At the beginning, I got worked on by a chiropractor, and I just thought it was pretty amazing, even after the first visit. And that's when I started to look more into it and how, what do I need to do and how do I become a chiropractor.
Cool. Have you figured out your dance with the business?
I'd say that's always a challenge, so being a chiropractor, it's like you are a small business, so there's lots of stuff to do besides treat patients. Right? So I think a lot of us small business owners, it's if we can only do what we're best at, like for me, seeing patients as a chiropractor, that's ideal. And I think we're always working towards that to try to get staff and other things lined up to make that happen. But you still have to run a business, so there's overhead and advertising and taxes and all that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't say I have it down, but trying to get there more and more. So I've been doing this for 18 years now, so it's the kind of the balance between say in being a chiropractor, being a small business owner, being or spending time with your family, a balance in the whole thing. It's I don't know if I ever say I'll have it perfected, but I'm always working towards getting that balance a little bit more even, because as a small business owner, it's easy to do way too much of this stuff and not take time with your family or take time for yourself. So
yeah, before you know it, hours have gone by. You look up,
yes, exactly.
Or you overbooked something. You were supposed to be on date night.
Yeah. So as one of my, I heard it somewhere before, but they said, being a small business owner is great. Like, you're flexible, and you can decide which 18 hours of the day you want to work. That's
so. Which 18 hours? That's
so
right.
Literally, it can be. Like you leave the office, you go home, and it can turn into that where you leave the office and you bring stuff home and you're working, and so I definitely I've gotten better at that to where I hardly do anything at home, or I really try not to. Once I leave here, I go to the office. I try to turn my phone on silent and just try to focus on that, like being at home, being with family, and until I come back to the office the next morning, and then it's just business mode and kind of do it that way.
Yeah, that's cool because you have to turn it off.
Oh, you gotta turn it off.
It's like
Yep, exactly.
I know your main mission is to try to work with your patients. Seems like to be more holistically, just more naturally.
Yep. So as a chiropractor, we're all about that. So kind of working on the body or healing from the inside out. You can think of it that way. So, but as a chiropractor too, you realize there's times when people may need medicine or you're not able to help them with natural things, right? So there are occasions when we refer patients out to medical doctors. Maybe they need pain management. Occasionally, I think 3 times in 18 years, I've had to refer somebody out where they needed to get surgery. Wow. So it's not very often, but our whole idea is to try to help, right, with spine and nerve irritation, postural stress, things like that, which a lot of times that's causing most of the things people are coming in with, like the back pain, neck pain, headache, sciatica. Postural stress is usually what's causing that. So we figure out a way, well, how can we naturally help that person get better? What can we give the patients things to do, postural exercises to do to try to prevent it from happening again? So very kind of the opposite of mainstream medicine, but sometimes we will be working hand in hand with medical doctors as well. They're doing the medicine side, we're doing the natural side, so you can always do both at the same time to try to kind of get the best of both worlds. Just think of it that way.
Yeah, and that also means that some things as the patient you have to go home and do too.
So totally. So and there's a lot of I guess patient or participation. You can think of it that. I think that's the best word to use. So a lot of times, if they're going to see the medical doctor, they might have a prescription medicine, or say for pain medicine, muscle relaxant, something like that. But just taking that in itself, I mean, it might make you feel better, but it probably isn't going to make you any healthier long term, right? So it's the same with chiropractors. When they come in and we do chiropractic adjustments to release pressure to help them feel better, if they just go back to having lots of postural stress and they don't do the exercises we show them, then it doesn't last as long, right? So much more participation here, and I think people like that, right? They want to be given things to do. They don't always like to do them, but it's kind of a necessary thing in a way, because if they do the corrective exercises, they'll see much better results, much quicker results, and long term, they'll be much better off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense. In your industry, with your patients or just whoever, like what are like 2 frequently asked questions that you get?
So I would say probably like what do chiropractors do, which is kind of a loaded question, I guess. But really, there's probably about 10% of the population, or a little bit less, that goes to see chiropractors, right? So even though it's only 10%, that can still be a lot of people to see.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's I think a lot of people don't come to see the chiropractor because they don't know exactly what goes on, or they might hear of things that they think, right? You know, like a bone cracker, or they do this, or they do that, and it can make some of the new patients or potential new patients just a little tentative to want to come in, right? So I think that's the first thing, and the only way to really find out what a chiropractor does, and some of us has different styles, different treatment techniques, is just to go see one, because that's what I always tell them when they come in to see me. I'll do an exam and explain everything. Like, here's what I think is causing your problem. Here's what we need to do to fix it. And once they learn all that, then they can make a better decision if this is the right place for them. But if they never come in, then I think sometimes it's a shame, because there's a lot of patients with neck and back pain that never go to see the chiropractor because they just think of us as a certain thing, or a certain profession, or a way we do things, which might not be at all what they think. You know, like, you don't know until you go. So I'd say that's probably number one. Number two, when somebody comes in with neck or back pain, they're always thinking, it's kind of broken into 2, like how much it's going to cost and how long it's going to take to get better, right? So
they want it quick and cheap.
Ideally quick and cheap. People are looking for that, and on that note, we take insurance, which is great. So some people just come in and pay a copay, but our cash prices are very reasonable, and sometimes they're less than insurance copays and all that kind of stuff. So it can be very affordable. But we try to get the patients feeling better and out of here as quick as possible. That could be 2 visits, it could be 8 visits, it could be 20, just depending on. So everybody's different when they come in, and that's kind of how I explain it. I say, you know, oftentimes within 4 to 8 visits, you should be doing significantly better. Some are less, some are more, and we kind of go from there.
Yeah.
So my plan is to get the patient out of pain, so they can go on with their daily life and function at a level where they don't have to deal with it. I say, like, you know, on a pain scale, like, try to get you to a 2 out of 10. If you're 2 out of 10 pain, usually you can do most everything with little to no pain, whether it's working or playing with your kids, or staying at home doing things, or exercising, going to the gym. So that's where I try to get them. But I'd say it's kind of broken. Number 2 is broken into 2 parts. Like, how long is it going to take to fix me? And then how much is it going to cost? So that's, we answer that the best we can. We try to get patients well and out of here as quick as we can. And whenever we can use insurance to make it more affordable for patients, we definitely do that. Some patients come in with been involved in a car accident to where they don't pay anything at all. It's just on their insurance or the other person's insurance. So whatever way is most affordable for our patients, we make it happen. We do the paperwork, we send it in, and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yep.
You want to provide the audience with the way to get in contact with you?
So our website is it's www.wellness24.org. So it's the word wellness, WELLNESS, the number 2, the number 4.org. So if you go to the website, there's plenty of information on there that you can learn more about what we do. There's articles, there's videos, and I try to make that very easy for potential new patients to go there, because you can learn a lot before you come in. Like I said, a lot of people don't know what chiropractors do. I also do a lot of nutritional things as well, but there's videos you can click on, and it kind of summarizes like what to expect when you come in for your first visit, first chiropractic visit, or first nutrition visit. So that's probably the easy way to connect with us. One of the easy ways. Facebook, it's Kingwood Back Pain Relief. So if you just put that in the Facebook search, it's a business Facebook page. I think we have like over 3,000 likes and followers now. Same thing on that page, like hundreds of videos as well. We have a YouTube channel as well. So if you just search Dr. Tyler Hamel, again, like probably over 200 videos, and just more like good content, trying to educate patients on what chiropractic is, like back pain, neck pain, what we do for that. There's some corrective exercises you can go on there and watch videos. So it's like simple stuff that you could do even if you're not coming in here for chiropractic, like things you could try at home to help with your neck pain or back pain before even coming in here. So we try to provide a lot of information. Been doing this for over 18 years, 16 years in Kingwood, and we moved into this office. It'll be 6 years, I believe, in February 2020. So, and we do accept walk-ins too. So that's another way that you can just come in. You don't have to call and make an appointment. Our office is on Woodland Hills. Office phone number 281-360-8387. If you have questions, that is probably the quickest way. Facebook messages, things like that. But if you really want to know something, know if we take your insurance, know if we can help with something, then call that number, and we always answer. If we don't, we get back to you relatively soon. So we never leave somebody with unanswered questions.
Okay, great. I appreciate you interviewing with me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming by.